Bros Productions is proud to present Kansas City Jets High School Travel Hockey. Kansas City Jets Hockey is brought to you by Bickelmeyer Meats, the Bortnick Law Firm, Edward Jones Investments, Goodwin Homeworks, Jeremy Franklin Automotive, the Kansas City Ice Center, Kansas Financial Resources, KC Ice, the Kohler Bortnick Team, Three Peaks Lawn Care, the Midwest High School Hockey League, and Beck Bros Productions. Now, Kansas City Jets Hockey.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome out to the Mason City Arena here in Mason City, Iowa. Joel Becker, Gary Scabona, Kansas City Jets Hockey. Jets all set to kick off their 2023-24 Midwest High School Hockey League varsity season tonight against the Mohawks after the JV team an impressive 8-2 victory over JV earlier on today. And Gary fighting the snow on the way up here.
Yeah, we had a little snow coming up here. So let's see. Last time I was in Mason City, we came in a blizzard. This time we just came in a little snow, so it's not so bad.
Yeah, except it was February the last time.
Yes, it was.
So not exactly the same thing as we had today. We were hoping that coming up here in October, we wouldn't have that problem.
We thought we wouldn't, but it's okay. It's a little cold here, too. So
right. Much for that.
Thank God we're not at the old rink, Joe, because if it were me and you'd be freezing right now.
Yeah, there are a few rinks of those going on. So you can see the Jets are making their way onto the ice right now. They will have a starting lineup and anthem and all that other stuff before today's game. But for our part, had a chance to talk with Coach Emmons before today's game, our coach's conversation. So we actually did this before the JV game, so he did not know that JV was going to end up with a 6-goal, 8-2 victory. But let's get to our coach's conversation right now, and when we come back, hopefully we'll have the first period. It's the Jets and the Mohawks, and here's Coach. It's a coach's conversation. Joel Becker talking with Kansas City Jets head coach Gary Emmons as we come to the 2023-24 Midwest High School Hockey League season and the defending regular season champs in both varsity and JV. And we're up here in Mason City, and I got to tell you, you're probably the only one around here who feels right at home. It feels like Manitoba here.
Feels good. It does. The snow's flying and stuff. It felt great when we got up here. It was great.
So, a brand new season. Obviously, every year that there's, when you're talking about high school hockey, there's going to be some personnel changes, some movement. What kind of a team do you suspect we're going to have this year?
That's a great question, Joel. We had 7-8 games of the preseason, and we're not going to be an extremely highly skilled team like we've been in the past. So we have to change the way we play. So we got to keep it more structured, more simple, and more defensive-minded, which I'm okay with because I think our D-core is the strongest part of our team. And if we just, we just keep it simple, I think we're going to be fine because we got speed. And I think if we just play within the system and we stay in our lanes and we play simple hockey, I think we're going to be fine.
So that, I imagine, has been your biggest focus throughout the preseason is making sure everybody was on board with what they're supposed to do.
Yeah. Obviously I've been thinking about it a while, and you know what? There'll be games where we win 8-7, 9-6, 8-2, 8-3, 8-4. Those are gone. So we're going to have to be a team that has to learn how to win 2-1, 3-2, tight games, and we can do it. We went in one of the preseason games in Des Moines, we played Sioux City, who just basically blew us out of the rink last year in the semifinal, and they have most of their team returning. So that was a big test for us, and we beat them. So I said, okay, we can do it. Obviously goaltending is going to be huge because when you get into one-score games, low-scoring games, your goaltender's got to be spot on. So, and they've been great. So we're just changing how we do things a little bit, but we're going to be just fine. And power play is going to be huge. Special teams is going to be huge. Penalty killer's got to be on point, and power play's got to be like it normally is, which is pretty good, and that's a work in progress.
All right. Well, that's the good thing is that you got a whole season to get all this stuff going because, as long as you improve throughout the season, you make the playoffs, and then you see where you can go from there.
You see how it is if you get in that playoff, you get in that little playoff race, and anything can happen in a one weekend. But we'll get there, and I'm encouraged. It's going to be more work for me because we got to figure things out, and you know what, I've juggled a few things since the end of preseason, so we're going to see how it works.
Keys to the game today?
Simple hockey. Especially early. We're in their barn. It's opening night. Get the line, get it deep, be very simple. If we start turning pucks over in the neutral zone right away, we're in trouble.
All right, well, it should be fun. Have a great season. We'll be talking to you again all season long, but up in Davenport even next week.
You know what? I'm looking forward to it, and I think Mr. Curry might be in Naples, Florida, watching. Too bad for his Sooners today, but Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
How about that? All right, well, thank you so much.
All right, Joel, let's have a good year.
That's Gary Emmons. I'm Joel Becker, and this is the Jets Hockey Network. And we are back live now here at the Mason City Arena. Joel Becker and Gary Scabona as the Jets taking on the Mohawks, an early stoppage of play 11 seconds in. And so I imagine the boss was listening there.
I got a feeling we might see another text. Or he might, or somebody on that bench might get a text.
Cameron Moore in the goal to our left, getting the start for the game here for the Jets. And it's Jacob Barr in the net for the Mohawks as we have a neutral ice face-off. And we get to see Cam, is it Zimlich or Zimlich for the Jets? This would be the part where you would tell me what his Zimlich or Zimlich?
It's Zimlich, yeah.
With a
Z.
No,
Z,
is it Zimlich or Zimlich?
No, Lick. There's no C in there, I don't think, right? Yeah.
Look.
Is there? Yeah, it's Zimlich. That's what it is. Yeah.
It is Lich.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I've been told. But who knows? You never know.
Like I said, you get things wrong a lot. So.
Exactly. Uh-oh.
All right, race to the puck here, and it comes toward the net, and a nice little stick by Cameron Moore. And back the other direction, Harrison Ibis with speed, 1-on-3, but he gets around him. And on goal, a shot, and he hit the goal post.
Yeah.
He rang one off the post as he got over the shoulder of Jacob Barr, and an early scoring opportunity for the Jets. 48 seconds in, we got a whistle, and the faceoff's going to come out to center ice. I don't see any penalty or anything like that, but
got to give a little shout out to Mahoney's and Bakers are watching tonight. Also, I got to give congratulations to Carson Baker. You know, he went to Air Force to play golf. Mm-hmm. This weekend, the Air Force Academy had a tough assignment. They had to go play a 3-day event in Hawaii.
Poor guy.
Tough guy.
Yeah.
Got to go to Hawaii. Mom and Dad, I'm sorry, I got to go to Hawaii.
Is that before or after basic training?
Last weekend, he's already done all that.
I know.
Last week, he was in Wichita. This week, he's in Hawaii.
Okay.
So there you go.
Makowitz back for the puck for the Jets, back behind the net. He has played it to the boards there by Parsons. Puck comes loose, though, and out to center ice. Hubbard with it for the Mohawks. Early on, scoreless. Makowitz, kicks it ahead. He'll go after for the loose puck. Hubbard plays it back of the net. It comes out on the far side. And now it's knocked down by the Jets and Dorley, but he couldn't get a good stick on it. It comes back out. Briscoe, who, as you mentioned in the JV game, is playing defense this year for the Jets, and he lost it. Comes in on goal. A shot goes well wide. Mohawks changing behind the play. That redirected, and it comes near the side of the net. Jets a little sloppy in their own zone. Here's Makowitz with it. He tried to play it ahead. That was knocked down as well by Cantaris. Now along the far boards. And it'll be taken out to center ice. Briscoe goes for a skate in his own end.
Still fighting to get it out of the zone. There he goes. Briscoe's going to bring the forward body into him.
And he's able to gain the red line and dump it in.
Get it down, so.
Going after for it is Pryor. He couldn't get to it before Thomas Hubbard got there first. Plays it back to the Jets line. Ignachev, who also, as you mentioned, playing defense this season. Nice pass ahead for Hacker. He'll work in a shot. That was blocked to the defense. Rebound, though, kept in. Kirby He'll send it down low, goes after for his own puck. Back in the net with Pryor over there. Now comes out to the point. Ignachev keeps that in. All the way to the near corner. It's played up the boards, and a bouncing puck comes out to center ice. Ignachev again, he had it poked away. Trying to work in. Peterson, who's wearing 35, by the way, for those Mohawk fans who might be listening, as he forgot his varsity jersey. He was wearing his right jersey in the JV game.
Right.
But that's why there's that black tape.
Over
over the name, because it's not his name.
How'd you figure out that was him? Somebody tell you?
Yes.
Okay, that's good to know. Our music person told you?
Yes, Tanner Relo's mom.
That's right. Uh-oh.
Puck comes loose in front, then goes behind the net. Kaufman, now Kirby. He'll play it up ahead, Hacker. And Cameron will work out to center ice. He'll just backhand it ahead. Medlin knocked that down. He works back the other way. Backhand shot bounces, and it was blockered behind the net by Moore. Jets can't clear it. Another shot, not much on that. And scooped up by Moore, and he will hang on for a faceoff. We've played just shy of 4 minutes in this game, 3:56, no score.
What's wrong? The JV's already scored by this time.
I've scored twice, in fact.
I see this being a little bit closer game.
So off the face-off, Albertson plays it on the far side. Jets have had a hard time clearing the zone, at least certainly with any possession. Ibis will try and race after for it. It goes on goal, and Barr will just cover up. Kansas City has not been credited with an official shot on goal earlier, though. We did ring one off the post, which, of course, is not a shot on goal.
Right, yeah.
And that one was actually off a shot, but they didn't credit it.
Right.
So Ibis, off the face-off, will send it back in the net. After for it, Loba, he couldn't get a stick on it, but Zimlich over there trying to work ahead with it. Comes out to center, and Ibis, he had it swept away. Then he was knocked down. Trying to work ahead was Bieber. He's taken hard into the boards by Albertson. Now Zimlich will give it to Albertson back of the net. He'll pull up with it, try and set up the breakout. Ibis wasn't expecting that pass as he looked ahead, but
he's only 2 feet away from him.
Yeah. In the meantime, Zimlich ahead. That eluded his stick on the pass attempt from Maddox. Ibis pokes it out to center. Loose puck there. Whitrock trying to get a stick on it, but he can't, and the Mohawks will dump it in. Out of the net, Moore left it back of the net. It was taken, though, by Tate Parsons. He lost it, and Albertson got it out to center ice. Dorley will just dump it in. Goes back of the net. Medlin on the far side got it out to center. Here's Makowitz with it. He fumbled the puck, but got it ahead. And Goodwin tried to play it ahead. He lost it, but Makowitz carries on. Josh Makowitz on his backhand. He was forced to the board by Hansen. Now puck comes loose in front. Jets can't get a stick on it. And it comes back out to center again. And here's Briscoe going for a skate in his own end. Right wing pass looking for Dorley. Dorley through center. He gains the red line, but he goes off a stick and out of play. And we'll get a center ice face-off. 11:08 to go here, first period. Scoreless so far. Mohawks and Jets. Appreciate you joining us here on YouTube Live this year, as opposed to Meridics.
Yeah, I like the change, Joe.
Well, people will probably have an easier time finding it when all is said and done. And also, for those people who decide they want to have those watch parties where sometimes we'll have that, it's a lot easier to put it on a smart TV.
Right.
Most of them have YouTube apps.
Yeah.
And you can you'll probably get a nice view of it.
Right.
So that's nice. In the meantime, here is Kaufman trying to work the puck in front, gets it in the corner. Now it's taken away. Hacker over there in the general vicinity. A pair of 21s is Canteris for the Mohawks, able to get it out to center ice. Ignachev ahead. Now puck comes loose, and Kaufman, he couldn't quite get a stick on it as he was beaten to the puck by Emmett Riley for the Mohawks and broke that play up. Puck along the near boards. 4 players over there. Comes away Kaufman. Now Ignachev. And Iggy sends it into the zone, but it was cleared right back out by the Mohawks. Here's Kaufman. He was checked, but it's carried on into the zone. Krugel sends it down low, back of the net. Backhanded up far side. Ignachev there on his backhand, kept it in the zone. Glove down. Krugel takes a fall along the far boards. Puck is loose. They weren't really quite sure where it was. And again, Riley now comes in front, and the backhand shot by Kaufman well wide, and the Mohawks will just ease the pressure by icing the puck. We've played 7:07 here of this first period, still scoreless.
And they're not even showing a shot on goal for us, which we don't have yet.
1-0 shots on goal, although, as we mentioned, the Jets did hit the post earlier.
Right.
On really what was the best scoring opportunity of the game.
So far, yeah. Ivish using his speed, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he was 1-on-3 and still rang one off the post. Could have easily scored. Ivish offsides here, and we'll get a whistle and a face-off. Come all the way out to the center circle. So we'll see what kind of team we have here. We, at times struggled to score on the varsity side of things.
Not last year.
No, but haven't scored yet this year.
Right.
And off the face-off, puck along the near side boards. It's sent all the way back into the Jets' end. Maddox will go back for it. Brent plays it to the far side. Simlich.
Oh, he's got Harris. Oh, and he missed him. Oh, they all had him. Oh,
looking
man,
for the
we have
possible
Ibis.
home run pass
he was
there.
Wide open.
Well, that's why we need Mahomes on the team.
Yeah, wide open.
In the meantime, it's still in the Jets' end. And here's Ibis with it. On right wing ahead. Tried to get it to Loba. He was checked, had the puck knocked away from him. Never did good gain the zone. Zimlich now. He'll work in. Cam had it poked away. It was kept in, though, by Maddox. He'll send it down low. Went after for the puck. Couldn't get to it, though, as the Mohawks able to get it towards center ice, but actually, Hansen's clearing pass was kept in by Albertson. Jets changing behind the play. Dorley over there tried to poke it ahead. Byer, and he gets it out to center ice. Out of the net, Moore, and he plays it up ahead. That pass was elevated. Dorley couldn't get it, but they wave off icing. I guess they said it
thought Hubbard could have got it, yeah.
Well, either that or it hit him. That's my guess, is it must have deflected off of him. In the meantime, comes loose in front, shot, and Goodwin.
Oh, Makowitz had a good opportunity on the rebound.
Goodwin had the original shot.
Yeah, got deflected, though.
Yeah, Byer sends it in. Back for it, Briscoe. Ellen tries to work out to center ice. Right wing pass for Dorley. He couldn't really handle it, but he does backhand it in. Now goes into the far corner. Dorley gets it.
I don't know if you noticed we're missing Jack Deaver this weekend.
Suspended for 3 games.
He was suspended for 3 games, so from the tournament last year. So he's here supporting his team on, but a little disappointed he can't play, but totally he understands.
Made the trip even though he knew he wasn't going to play.
Yep. Well, he won't be able to play until next Sunday in Quad Cities.
So now trying to work in Briscoe on his backhand, circles around, plays it out, but nobody there. And so Ignachev stays back as it comes back the other way. And a long shot. And a good save by Moore on his real first test of the game.
Yeah.
Kaufman with the puck. Now it comes ahead for Pryor. 2-on-2, now 3-on-2. The pass right wing. Hacker gets up with it. His shot right on, save. And the save there by Barr left a rebound, but the Jets couldn't get a stick on it. Now back the other way. Bieber, he'll try and work in. His shot, that was blocked by Ignachev. Jets try and break out to center. It does go off Kaufman out to center ice. And now Medlin will play it back to the Jets' end. Ignachev, left wing pass. He was actually looking for Pryor, but it was knocked down by Kaufman, who I don't think realized that he wasn't the intended target.
Right.
In the meantime, he gets it back now through center ice. He'll gain the red line and dump it in. Jets are changing behind the play. It goes all the way back of the net. Riley will play it up ahead.
Who's going to get that first goal for the Jets, Joe?
Good question. Loba now ahead. Here's Kirby. He'll pull up. Sharp angle shot and a save by Barr. Rebound into the near corner. Comes back out. Ibis. He had the best opportunity so far. We'll see what he can do from behind the net. He'll work out to the far side. Has a man in front. That's Kirby. He just sort of slap passed it to the far corner.
I think he thought low ball would be
would come out front, but he didn't. Zimlich there, though. He'll work right through the middle of the ice, near the line. Now on left wing. Back of the net, Ibis. Zimlich over there as well. He tried to center it, went off a skate. Back of the net, Ibis again. Harrison will work back out to the point. Albertson a shot. That hit traffic, never got through.
Kirby's still out there down low. Oh, he's got him. Oh, he had him on the backside. Zimlich, he missed him.
Now Ibis, though, still with it. He tried to play it to Zimlich, but fanned, and it's rung around the far side. And we got a whistle.
Hit Mohawks player on the bench.
On the bench?
Yeah.
And so we'll have a face-off. Looks like it'll be to the right of Jacob Barr. 5:21 to go. Here in the first period, it is still scoreless.
Jets moving the puck okay, but just can't get that really good shot.
So the Goodwin line comes out for this offensive face-off. And they fight for the puck, and Dorley comes away with it. Now Whitrock tried to get it to Dorley, tried to walk in front, couldn't. And the Mohawks able to clear it out to center. And trying to work in. Pierce, he was hacked at a couple of times, did get it into the zone, but now Dorley intercepts. Comes near the line, not out. Bieber kept it in, puck near the side of the net. It goes back of the goal. Albertson goes down with a Mohawk player. Now it comes in the middle, but Whitrock there to intercept. He'll come back the other direction. Right wing pass for Dorley. Tried to make a move. Goes in back of the net. It was intercepted, though, by Medlin. His pass up the boards, and it is poked out to center ice, and the Mohawks need a change. So it is taken by Maddox, who's wearing the captain's C this year, it looks like.
He is. Dorley, Zimlich, and Albertson are the assistants this year.
Taken by Lloyd.
Ooh.
And his long pass.
Thank God that wasn't online.
It was wide of the goal, but it would have been offsides anyway.
Oh, okay.
That's what the call was, and so they went ahead and blew it dead. 4:10 to go in the first period. Still scoreless.
Yeah, only 2 shots. Emmer not going to be happy with that.
Yeah. Well, a total of 4 in the game.
Yeah,
2
right.
for each team.
Right. Well, we always said we're going to be more of a defensive team this year, and this first period is showing that so far.
Makowitz off the draw, back in his own zone. He'll play it across for Briscoe. Now up in the middle. Kaufman. He'll play it off the sideboards, looking to pass it to himself. That was taken away, but it's carried on. And the Jets trying to work in. Back of the net, Krugel plays it all the way out right point. Makowitz sent it across. That was kind of a blind pass to his defensive partner. That was probably not the safest thing to do, but he ended up getting away with it. No icing here. And once again, Kaufman able to get it ahead. Hacker on right wing. Played it in the middle. Briscoe will catch up to it and dump it in. 3.5 to go here in the first period.
That goes by. That's going to be on net.
It wasn't on net, but the reason why they waved it off was because Makowitz stepped up to play a man instead of going after the puck.
Right.
And so there'll be a face-off that wasn't an icing, but it goes out of play. And so the face-off will still be in the Jets' end with 3:15 left to go in the first period. Defensive face-off. Zimlich line comes back out. Lobaugh and Ibis out with him. And they'll play it up the boards, and again goes into the Jets bench. You know, one thing we didn't mention in the JV game, but it's worthy, I guess we alluded to it briefly, is we have a fourth coach on the bench this year.
Zach Curry has joined the staff this year. He's just doing a great job so far.
He was really kind of on the staff last year. At least he was given some instruction anyway.
Yeah.
When he had time.
Right. He's kind of he's really a kind of a stats guy. I mean, he's got all stats. He's got technology. We're doing different things to, get messages to the players and practices and lines and stuff. So he's doing a really nice job. And
interesting, because when he was playing here, I don't remember him being a numbers guy.
No, but he's got the
What we need him to do is teach the Jets to be able to snipe like he could.
Yeah. we definitely need snipers.
Unfortunately, that doesn't.
We got a penalty on somebody.
After
Albertson.
the play. It was after the play. First penalty. I wonder if they're sending them both.
No,
I don't think so.
No, he lipped off because they got close to the goalie. Albertson's got to control himself this year. He took a few penalties in the preseason that he shouldn't have taken either. You know what I mean? And a couple of them led the goal. So let's hope this doesn't happen here.
Still actually having a little discussion about exactly what happened.
Oh, they're giving 10 minutes.
No, just an unsportsmanlike conduct.
Okay.
It'll be a 2, but
yeah, he must have said something that wasn't appropriate.
I think that we're trying to discuss whether it was only going to be 2 or 10.
Right.
It depends on what he said, you know.
The 10 doesn't put us a man down. So
right. Yeah.
Takes him out of the game, but.
But yeah, we'd have been short a defenseman for 10 minutes.
Right. What's all right? We just got to kill it. Like I said,
So first penalty kill for the Jets. Long shot and a bit of a screen. I don't know if Moore saw that. Oh, banked in off of Moore and in. Power play goal for the Mohawks. And the Jets trail it 1-0.
In the preseason, he took 2 or 3 penalties, and all of them went to goals. And quick, just like that. Just like that, quick.
Yeah, it didn't take long.
No.
It was just a bank shot, as you could see. Puck was behind the net, and it comes out, and right there, that was Braden Pierce, and he just from the side of that. Look at, he's actually behind the goal line when he shoots it, but he banked it in off of the goaltender and into the net, and 1-0 our score. So the Jets.
That was going to be a penalty on them. We're going to go on a power play.
Yeah, well, we'll see whether or not our power play can be as successful as theirs. As Coach mentioned, they had some struggles with that during the preseason.
Nice. Who's going to do? I think he's doing what he said. He's going to put Makowitz in the middle.
What we talked about.
Yeah, I talked about it. Yeah.
So,
looks like Cam and Elby are going to run the point. He's got
Hayden has a little incentive to see if he can't make up for.
Yeah, he's got Maddox down low here, so
2 defensemen are actually playing up front.
Right.
You know, it's funny because a lot of times teams, as the Jets lose the puck and now it's sent the length of the ice, you know, a lot of times teams, when they play power plays, will put 4 or even 5 forwards out there. We got 4 defensemen out on the ice right now, which you don't usually see.
Right.
So 25 seconds gone by in the power play. Jets looking to break out. Zimlich on left wing up ahead Maddox. He'll just gain the red line and dump it in. Jets chase after for it. Along the far boards. And it's Lobaugh. He plays it. Maddox in the corner. Just sends it down low. Nobody really there, but Makowitz fights off a check and was able to play it, and the Jets gain possession. Out left point, Zimlich. Not sure what to do with it, and he lost it and sent the last length of the ice.
Got to go to the middle on that.
90 seconds left to go in the period.
Got to go to the middle, give himself some separation.
60 seconds in the power play. Zimlich from his own zone, right up the middle of the ice. Works in on left wing, does gain the zone. All the way, back of the net. Oh, he had a man in front. That was Makowitz. Chose to go back out to the point. Albertson now. Maddox. Lobaugh down low. Comes back out right point. Albertson. Now into the corner. They'll play it up the corner, and the Mohawks dump it, and a shorthanded opportunity here as Moore will come out of the net and play it away. Zimlich just tipped it ahead as we're down to 20 seconds to go in the power play. Jets have not looked quite as strong as the Mohawks did. Ooh, the referee, I think they need to blow this dead. Ibis trying to work in. He lost it. Boy, that really smarted the referee, but he gets up and he'll work in. Now Makowitz a shot. That hit traffic in front. Teams are 5 aside. Ibis into the corner. Now comes back out. And the shot. That was steered wide by Barr. Makowitz back of the net. Comes back out Briscoe. He did keep it in, but then it was taken right back out by the Mohawks, and they'll work in. Kirby is back. Shot. Blocker save by Moore. Rebound. Hacker. He'll work ahead on right wing with some speed. Caught from behind, but Makowitz plays it toward the net. Barr covers up, and that's going to do it. The first period comes to a close, and the only goal was scored by the Mohawks relatively late. So a power play goal, the only difference in the game. The Jets 0 for 1 on their power plays. The Mohawks were able to score, banking it in off of Cameron Moore. So 1-0 our score after the first period of play. We'll take a break and come back with a first period intermission right after this on Kansas City Jets Hockey here on the Jets Hockey Network.
Jeremy Franklin here from Jeremy Franklin Automotive. This week, everyone's talking about my sale. Why? Down payments are just $2. Trade-ins, I'll pay up to $4,950 over appraised value, even if you owe too much. Why am I doing this? Because it's summer, I'm excited about life, and you should be too. Now let's all say it together. It's my most outrageous sale ever, but only for a limited time. Call today, come in today, whatever you do, don't delay, because today's the day. Is your credit PU? You'll scream woohoo when we approve you. My one and only for the people credit approval process is the real deal. Woo-hoo. So get a nicer, newer car for just $2 down. And bring in your old clunker and get up to $4,950 more than what it's worth. Woo-hoo. This month only for the first 71 customers. I'm Jeremy Franklin. Come see us at Jeremy Franklin Automotive, South Kansas City. Call 816-523-6900 or jeremyfranklin.com. JeremyFranklin.com, where you'll always be another satisfied customer.
Call 816-595-9000 for terms and conditions.
How you doing? Richie the Iceman Zamboni here for Kansas City Ice Center. You know, my mother always told me, Iceman, there are 3 things every kid should know. How to ride a bike, how to make mac and cheese and not interrupt my soap opera, and how to ice skate. Well, the Iceman can't help you with your culinary difficulties with your children, but Kansas City Ice Center can sure get you going with those ice skating lessons. Send your kids to Kansas City Ice Center, and they'll be skating like they grew up in Alaska in no time. Kansas City Ice Center on Johnson Drive between 435 and K7 is setting up group lessons now for kids of all ages. And when kids are skating, they ain't getting into no trouble. They're having a good time and they're making new friends. Kansas City Ice Center on Johnson Drive between 435 and K7 and online at kcicecenter.com. Put your kids on ice at Kansas City Ice Center. It's cool.
Buying or selling a home is one of the most important investments of your life. When it comes to choosing an agent, look for top performance and customer satisfaction. Combined with state-of-the-art resources and support provided by Reese Nichols, the Kohler-Bortnick team provides a one-stop shopping approach to real estate, customized and put to work for you. The Kohler-Bortnick team is absolutely committed to your satisfaction through superior marketing and constant communication. The Kohler-Bortnick team, honesty, exposure, results. It's what they stand for and what they deliver. Hey, if it's good enough for Jets assistant coach Radoslavilo to be part of the Kohler-Bortnick team, it's good enough for you. This Jets webcast is brought to you in part by Bicklemeyer Meats, the Bortnick Law Firm, Edward Jones Investments, Goodwin Homeworks, KC Ice, Kansas Financial Resources, and 3 Peaks Lawn Care. Thanks to all the sponsors and supporters of Kansas City Jets hockey.
Welcome back out to the Mason City Arena. Joel Becker and Gary Scabona here on Kansas City Jets hockey. Jets trailing the Mohawks 1-0 here in the first period intermission. Only the one goal for that entire first period, and it happened on a power play for the Mohawks. So the Jets were shorthanded, and it was a play. That is to say, the penalty situation, which was certainly not necessary. Hayden Albertson ended up taking a penalty after a play was over. Unsportsmanlike conduct, not sure what he either did or said to gain that 2-minute penalty, but it came right off the faceoff, as you can see here, with 2:43 left to go in the period. Comes back to the point. That's Thomas Hubbard with the puck for the Mohawks, and he puts the long shot in, and as you can see, it was a screenshot. Almost eluded Moore there, as he didn't really see it on the way through. It was high off the glass, but it ends up back of the net there, and then played to the side of the goal, and that's Braden Pierce, and you can see he's still behind the actual goal line right there. So you can see where the goal line is and where his stick is, which is behind it, but he puts it in off of the body right there. You can see that puck sort of bouncing around in between his the side of his body and his arm, and it went right off of Cameron and in the back of the net. And that was the only goal we had in this game, so 1-0 is our score here in this first period of play. The shots 4-2 for Mason City, so a grand total of 6 shots recorded in that entire first period. Jets did have some pretty good opportunities. Harrison Ibis rang one off the post. He was 1-on-3 early on in the game and managed to use his speed to get around, and did in fact end up with a good chance, but it hit the post, and they have yet to solve Jacob Bars so far. We'll give you your Heartland memory from David Lewis. This is a bit called Brown County. There's about, 6.5 minutes left to go before we're out for the second period. And once again, it's 1-0. Jets waiting for their first goal of the 23-24 season at the varsity level. Second period coming up after this on Kansas City Jets hockey.
Hello, I'm David R. Lewis. Welcome to Theater of the Mind. While I write novels in several genres, closest to my heart is a series of true short stories gathered from my childhood and youth I call Heartland Memories. This particular memory takes us back a few decades to a road trip adventure when my wife, the coveted Lara, and I were young. I hope you enjoy it. In the early spring of 1975, I quit my job at the cop shop, and my wife and I filled a Volkswagen Thing with camping gear and took to the road, no destination in mind. A few days later, we found ourselves in Brown County, Indiana. It was a truly lovely area with rolling hills, scenic valleys, quaint artist communities, and more covered bridges per square whatever than any place else on the globe, I think. We decided to stay for a few days and pitched our tent in a rambling campground between 2 wooded hills in one of those scenic valleys 50 feet from the obligatory babbling brook. Lara had never been camping, but took to it readily, and all was soon right with the world. Supper was on the fire, extra wood stacked nearby. Foraging for deadwood was still okay in national forests in those days. And the coffee pot was bubbling quietly at the edge of the small blaze. A whippoorwill called in the distance, the echo rebounding through the valley as the sun settled in behind the tall hill across the flat. The campfire rattled sparks skyward from time to time, and we watched darkness seep up through depressions in the valley floor, lurk behind the trees and brush, and creep slowly toward the lantern light, bringing the chill of night to our insides and outside. We human types are born fire watchers. It comes naturally from our genes, DNA, or whatever. It's a cellular memory, something that began with our ancestors as far back as our ancestors had fire. An awareness that transcends who we are and lives in the bedrock of what we are, fertilized by where we came from. It is the fear of darkness that gave birth to the fellowship of fire. All of us have it. It's buried more deeply in some than in others, but it is there in each of us, that need to believe that the circle of firelight keeps whatever is out there in the dark at bay. Sleeping in a rolled-up wool blanket by a riverbank campfire was a natural thing to me. For Lara, I'd procured a tent, sleeping bags, air mattresses, and many other examples of what was modern camping of the time. We drank coffee, heard the brook get louder as the sky grew darker, smelled the acrid scent of red oak on the burn, and listened to a screech owl produce 50 pounds of loud from a 5-ounce body. The stars were out in force, and our breath left white plumes in the still air. As the fire died down, so did we, and turned in for the night. The temperature dropped to below freezing, and we were miserable. I watched my dear wife shiver in her sleep and finally dropped off myself, shaking with the cold. As usual, when camping, I awoke at first light and lay in the bag for a time, screwing up the courage to drag myself out into the chill. I wanted coffee, biscuits, and bacon ready for Lara when she rose. So I eased quietly from the bag and out of the tent. It was as if I had crawled into a ping-pong ball. I could see absolutely nothing. When I stood up, I realized the entire campground was covered by an intense ground fog. It was pure white, came to about the middle of my chest, and was so dense I could barely see my feet. The fog stretched away down the valley, as if the earth were covered by a blanket of the palest cotton candy. It was beautiful, and it made the landscape eerily quiet. As I gazed out across it, the head of a deer materialized upward through the fog about 10 yards away. A buck, an 8-pointer, turned his head and looked directly at me. I froze, and soon he disappeared downward to be replaced by a doe slightly farther away, then one closer, then two. For several minutes, this Bambi bobbing continued with the buck and 4 or 5 does, none farther away from me than 50 feet. I longed to tell Lara, but I could not. If I moved, the spell would be broken and they would be gone. On it went, until I heard her stir. At that point, I clapped my hands and the deer took off, soaring up from the fog in graceful, arcing leaps, to vanish once again, trailing wisps of white to mark the trajectory of their flight. Again and again they appeared moving across the valley, only to plunge back below the surface, the fog clinging to them as water to a pod of dolphins. It remains one of the most exquisite visions of my life. After they left, I realized tears were on my face. Gone was the cold, the want of coffee, even the need for breath. I was completely caught up in one perfect moment, suspended in time, as clear to me now as it was in that little camp all those decades ago. An exquisite experience for me that for the deer was nothing more than just another morning by a babbling brook in Brown County, Indiana. At least, that's how it seems to me. I'm David R. Lewis. Thanks for visiting Theater of the Mind.
Welcome back out to the Mason City Arena. Joel Becker and Gary Scavone live here with Kansas City Jets hockey, looking for their first goal of the 2023-24 campaign. They've given up one to this Mohawk team as we await the teams getting back onto the ice here at the multi-purpose arena in Mason City. Same two teams at it again tomorrow early and cold, as the JV squad will take on the Mason City JV squad at 8:30 and then varsity at 10:30 tomorrow before we hit the road and see how bad the weather is tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. We'll be okay tomorrow, Joe, you know.
I don't know, I hope so.
We just got to get this team going. I mean, we got a lot of guys from that JV team that come up last year that, you know, we won the league with. They were one of the top leading scorers in the league. It's just a matter of starting to really come together as the chemistry on this team and go together. So, you know, you never know. I mean, one year if I remember, Sam's year, we were 3-4 after 7 games, and we ended up being 24-4, you know, and lost in the finals. So you never know. But we got to get it. We'll see how this period goes. First period wasn't that good.
Can Sam come back and play? Because he can score.
Yeah, he's a little old now. He's a little old now.
We all are.
Yeah. But we got to see what happens, you know. We'll be okay. This is a big period for us. Let's see how we come out after only giving up 4 shots but a goal. So we just got to see how we come out of it.
So we shall see. Of course, it's the period with the long change. That can be both a positive and a negative. You never know. Sometimes teams will get stuck out there, but sometimes that can help a team that's struggling offensively because the other team can get tired or whatever.
Right.
So we'll see what happens. Looks like the Ibis line is going to start for this second period. Like I said, he had the best chance of the game for the Jets
Yeah, early on.
In a 1-on-3 situation between Zimlich and
we thought it hit the bar,
Loba.
but they said it hit the goalie's face mask, but I'm not sure.
I was going to say, if it did, I think it also hit the bar. You could hear it.
Yeah.
And there's a definitely different sound as more
I think
will cover up on this.
I think from the I don't know. Harry didn't say that. The bench said maybe from the bench's angle it looked like a face mask.
Yeah. Nah. I mean, it went up right over his shoulder.
Yeah.
And hit off the crossbar and
right
out. But anyway, early face-off here, 13 seconds into the period. That's the 5th shot of the game for the Mohawks. There were a grand total of 6 shots for both teams combined in the first period. We're up to 7 now, as the Jets only had 2. Of course, that one off the post didn't count. Zimlich with the puck on left wing. He fumbled it. Finally, Maddox will dump it in. Back of the net. It's picked up by Hubbard. Plays it up the boards. Now Albertson trying to keep it in. Got it to Ibis. He takes a hit. And it is carried on. Zimlich. Now Ibis again in the corner. Mohawks over there double teaming him. Comes into the near corner, and Mason City will play it up the boards, but Maddox kept it in. Long shot went off a leg. That of Cantaris. Now across, and not sure exactly what he expected to accomplish with that waist-high pass.
It's kind of tough to do. Get there, LB.
Bieber will dump it in. After Ford is Lang. Tried to play it in the middle. That was broken up by the Jets. And Zimlich ahead. Now Loba on right wing. He'll gain the zone. He overskated, though, lost it, and it is played by Carney. He had it poked away. Delayed offsides, Jets tag up, and now here's Maddox with the puck. He was checked, lost the puck. Carney for the Mohawks. Now it comes out to center ice, and Lang with a step trying to work in. He'll walk in front with it. Now back in the net, tried to wrap her around, and it went off a Moore. And now played back out to the point. Medlin there. He fanned as he tried to shoot that puck. Dorley, 3-on-2. He'll work in, and he made a move at the line and put his teammate Whitrock offside.
Why would he? Tell me, I don't know, Joe. Why would you go across ice? Why not keep going to the left-hand side of the ice on the backhand?
I wouldn't.
I mean, he just put everything near all his guys.
Yep.
Come on, Devin, let's go, baby.
All right. So Goodwin line out now. Lost the face-off, but Carney, overskated, and the Jets dump it in. Goes back in the net, and Goodwin had it go off his stick, or otherwise he had the puck back in the net. Makowitz couldn't keep it in, and Briscoe up ahead. Dorley carried on by Whitrock. He'll work in. He has Makowitz going toward the net, and then a backhand shot by Goodwin goes wide.
It was falling down, too.
Yeah. Well, the pass kind of handcuffed him a little bit.
Yeah.
Now along the far boards, it's Hansen dumping it ahead, goes into the Jet zone, but Briscoe there. He plays it off the side boards. Dorley hits Scott with the clearing attempt, and Goodwin again. Comes to Briscoe, rings it around near side. Whitrock couldn't knock it down. Medlin kept it in along the near side boards, and now the Jets take over. Briscoe late on a shift. He'll just head it in. Jets are changing behind the play. Taken over and iced by Scott. And we're going to whistle. 3:03 into this second period. Mason City on top, 1-0. I suppose on the positive side of things, if the Jets are able to keep these games close, even if they have a hard time scoring, at least they're going to be exciting.
Yeah. It was nerve-wracking every time.
We'll see what happens. Kaufman line out. Kirby and Ignatiev on defense. And they're going to kick Kaufman out of the face-off. And so it looks like Hacker.
No, somebody's got to go in, boys.
Say Hacker's going to take it.
Because Kaufman can't.
And the Mohawks win the draw. They played up the near side boards. Kirby kept it in, at least for a moment, and then the Mohawks send it down in. This is going to go the length of the ice, though, and an icing call. If this were the NHL, he would have nullified it by getting there first, but it's not. So icing still called. 13:47 to go, second period. A power play goal for the Mohawks, the only goal in the game. Scored by Braden Pierce from behind the goal line. Off the face-off. Bieber gets it out to center ice. Left wing. Pierce was checked. And it comes up ahead Krugel. He couldn't handle the pass, but now Kaufman knocks it down. He handed it right to the Mohawks again.
These are one of these games, Joe, where we got to get a dirty goal, but we got to get a shot on goal to get a dirty goal.
It is tough to score when you don't have any shots on goal. Now we get a whistle, and there's going to be I think a slash, but
no, I thought he called the high stick.
As in knocked down with one?
Yeah.
Okay. So there will be a face-off to the right of Jacob Barr. Kaufman line will stay out there. Another offensive draw, but the Mohawks win it. Comes up the boards. Ignachev keeps it in. Now Krugel in the corner. Ooh. He was checked. Kaufman comes over to knock it down. He'll try and walk in front. His pass eluded, but Kirby kept it in, and then Kirby on a second effort keeps it in again, plays it into the far corner. Kaufman over there. Try to leave it for Hacker. Puck comes loose. Comes back out to the point. Kirby again, a shot right on, and a save by Barr. Best chance of the period so far for Kansas City. Good win.
Only chance so far.
Yeah, it is. It's their first shot of the period. Coming 5 minutes in. Bieber checks Krugel along the near side boards. 4 players over there. Eventually Bieber comes away with it, shot it high off the glass. Medlin kept it in. Now back in the net, and it's run around.
Nobody's over there.
Well, it was kept in, or Hansen, but then he lost it. Now along the near side boards, it comes away, and Ignachev couldn't get it out. Managed to knock down Pierce. 2 players go into the corner. They center one. That was knocked away, though, by Ignachev, and it is cleared out to center ice. Cantaris will dump it in cross corner. Jets have had a hard time getting out of their zone.
Yeah, we gotta make a line change too. We're late on a shift here.
And it is kept in by Cantaris.
Attaboy Kirby.
Couldn't get a shot off, but then they iced the puck.
He's got a good play by Kirby.
Yeah, this is not a league in which you can't change after you ice the puck. So
right.
That's why they did change that rule in the NHL and elsewhere. Because it was just too easy for them to get a line change.
Yeah.
When they were tired, they would just whack the puck from one side to the other.
I didn't think the pros got tired.
No, it's actually.
That's going to be a nice scene.
I was just going to say, they definitely get tired. Is that Ibis, even with his great speed, couldn't catch up to that one.
Right.
No, it's the high school kids that don't seem to get tired.
Yeah, that's true, too. They can go for days.
11:27 to go here, second period. 1-0 Mason City. They've outshot the Jets 6-3 in the game.
No, not in the one period in the game.
Nearly halfway through.
That's another way to go. Not even in the first shift, just the game. Oh, there it is. Now he's got to get it back. Okay, we're good.
Didn't quite wait enough.
I thought Harry was back.
Well, unfortunately, it's the linesman's opinion.
Right. Yeah, I don't agree with him, though.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You know who wins in that argument?
Home job.
So neutralized face-off. We could check the replay if we wanted to.
Yeah, that's it.
I was going to say, not gonna. Makowitz with the hit, and the puck comes loose, and Briscoe there.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he hit a skate. Luckily, it came right back to him, and he got it up ahead for Makowitz. He'll work in on right wing.
He's got Zimlich. Oh, he tried.
Tried to play it in the middle for Loba, I think.
Loba or Zimlich crossed.
But it was picked off, and Pierce a long shot, and a glove save by Moore. And he will hang on. I'm not sure if that puck was actually going wide or not.
They gave him a shot. So.
They're 7th. So we've got a total of 10 shots in the game, which is nearly halfway over.
Yeah.
10:49 to go.
Can't
second
score
period.
if you can't put the puck on net. That's for damn sure.
And off the face-off.
Oh, come on, Briscoe.
Puck
Good
is
try.
loose, and it was sent out to center ice by Zimlich, but Mohawks get it back in. Briscoe, he overskated. Both players did, but it comes loose and a shot right on, and a save by Moore. On that shot by, again, Braden Pierce, who by himself has as many shots at least as the Jets do.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you on that one.
Well, no, I mean, I know for a fact because he had that last one, he had that one.
Yeah.
And then he also had the goal. So
right. There you go.
that was a shot.
There's 3. Yep.
So I don't know if he's had any more, but I can just in the last 30 seconds and the goal, he has as many as the Jets do. Makowitz in the corner. Now Zimlich comes away with it. He'll lift it out to center ice. Right wing tries to carry on. Is able to poke it into the zone. Plays it in the middle. Loba backhand shot. And I don't know that ever got through the goaltender.
That was a good defensive play.
But the Jets still have it. Zimlich will play it across. He was looking for Makowitz. Managed to keep it in.
Not sure how.
Briscoe sends it down low in the middle. Zimlich on his backhand couldn't pull the trigger. Now Loba, he'll circle. Had Hyvas in front, couldn't get him to pass. Been triple teamed, and they ring it around and out to center ice. So Briscoe will have to go back for it in his own zone. Up ahead, he handed it right to the...
Forced that one.
Yeah, luckily the Mohawks were offside anyway.
Now he's got Harry.
And a long pass.
Now he's got Harry.
And he did get it to him. Ibis.
Good defensive play, though.
Well, he stayed on side, but then he pulled up and really couldn't do much with it. And the Mohawks sends it all the way down the ice, but it goes on goal, and Moore will just cover up. 9:20 to go in the second period. Mason City still hanging on to that 1-0 lead. Face off to the left of Cameron Moore. Off the draw. Dorley fell down.
Bunch of trips.
Yeah.
Come on, Goodwin.
And
One time.
Goodwin with the puck at the circle. Lost it at the dot, but then Whitrock in front. Dorley, he couldn't get the shot on goal. Then Whitrock tried to go with the wraparound. It comes loose in front, and Dorley a shot and a save by Barr. Point blank range. Albertson circles her out. He comes together with Pierce into the corner. Now Goodwin comes over to help out. Puck still being frozen in the corner. They play it ahead. They finally do. Goes back of the net out to the near side. Now here's Maddox. They'll play it ahead. Whitrock in the middle. He was looking for Dorley. That pass a little too far in front of him.
I see.
And now again, as you mentioned, the Mohawks ice the puck as we go past the halfway point in the game.
We almost got that dirty goal we were talking about, Joe, down there.
Yeah,
that
shots are all the way up to
around.
12 now, 8-4.
Oh, we got 4. I'm so excited. I've seen us have 4 in one shift before.
Oh, yeah, easily.
It's coming, Joe. It's coming.
Kaufman got the draw to Hacker. Now Kaufman again back of the net. He had it poked away. Played around to the near side. Ignatiev tried to activate from the corner, lost it. Now Carney trying to work in, has a step in on goal, a shot, Moore the save, and the rebound goes into the corner. They center it. That went off a stick. Now it goes to the far boards and Kirby, and he makes a nice little move, got it to Ignatiev, and now in the middle, here's Kaufman. He's got a step in on goal, yeah! He scores! Well, you got your answer as to who was going to score first. It is Dane Kaufman with the old wicked wrister.
Yeah, that's what we needed right there. He had a really good preseason for the varsity too, and JV playing both, kind of going back and forth. Great. He had a lot of key goals. I think he had a big goal against the Sioux City game that Emmer talked about. He had the one that put us up 2-1. It was ended up being the game winner. So. Well, look, he had the pass guy. Now, the defensive winner picked up the pass guy, so that was a good play on him. That's what we needed. We need that little spark right there, Joe.
7:51 left to go in the period. The Jets tie it up at 1. We'll get a whistle. So Kaufman gets the goal. Ignatieff with the assist.
I thought Kirby was involved in that. I guess not. We have to go back and look at it.
Shot goes wide. Kirby couldn't keep that in. And now Ignatieff falls down, goes back behind the net. Puck comes loose in front. Couldn't end up getting a shot. Now back the other way, Zimlich with speed trying to work in. Right wing pass, and Ibis couldn't pick it up. And the Mohawks get it out to center ice. There is Briscoe going for a skate in his own net. Got it back from Kirby. Now in the middle, Zimlich. Thought about giving it to Lobob, but instead carries in on left wing. Walks toward the middle, a shot right on, save Barr. And the rebound, Zimlich on the far boards. He had it poked away. Does a good job on a backhand shot and a glove save by Barr.
Now we're looking like a team, Joe.
And with 6:54 left to go in the second period, the Jets have been dangerous for
You
about
didn't show a
2 minutes.
replay of our first goal? You already showed the replay of our first goal, right? Okay. We only got one. So, I'm going for the replays.
Well, score more goals. We'll have more replays. So the Goodwin line comes out. See if they can keep up the pressure here. As the Mohawks ring it around near side. Good job by Briscoe to keep it in. Whitrock plays it back for Dorley. Dorley, a shot went off a skate and wide. Rebound near the side of the net in front. Whitrock, a shot right point blank range, and Barr covers up. I'm not sure if he really got any saves on that or if it just sort of came to the side of the goal and he covered up on it. But Whitrock right on the doorstep.
It had a chance. That's for sure. They gave us one.
6:39 to go in the second period. Jets and Mohawks knotted up at 1. Face off to the right of Jacob Barr.
I'm feeling Matkowitz getting one here from the point.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but I'm feeling it.
You heard it here first.
Yep.
Good win. Face off Whitrock. Played her up in front. Briscoe was able to stop it, but then it was knocked away.
Yeah, Briscoe's there.
Yeah,
that's a good play.
Pierce was able to play it ahead, but didn't maintain possession. Now a shot by Bieber. That hit a leg. Jets can't get it out, though. Kept in. Long shot, and that sort of pinballed around, but here's Briscoe.
Here comes the forward mind, Briscoe.
All
I like
the way
it.
In on left
Oh,
side.
good one.
Good one, a shot. And a glove save went off the tip of the glove.
I thought it went off the defender's shoulder before it got to the goal.
I don't know. I thought it tipped off his glove as well. But at any rate.
It was a great shot.
Yeah.
They didn't give us a shot, so I'm going to say it went off the defender.
Yep.
Yeah.
Either that or they just didn't give us a shot.
Didn't see it, yeah.
Well, it might have been going wide even if it went off of his glove anyway.
No, I thought he had that corner picked.
Yeah. I'm saying after it deflected, it hit his glove, but it might have been going wide off his glove. Anyway.
It don't matter.
Yep.
It's not in the net. That's all that matters.
That's right. And it really doesn't matter how many shots you get.
Right.
Although the Jets actually are now leading in shots at 9-7.
No, we're down 9-7.
Oh, yeah, you're right. We're down 9-7, but it's a lot closer than it was.
Oh, yeah.
In the meantime, puck in the neutral zone, and Maddox will dump it in. Played ahead. Hansen couldn't get it out. Now get another try, but Maddox stepped up, and it got past him. Then
nice
he comes
play,
back
Maddox.
and was able to get it away from Berrigan.
Well, it's he just corrects himself so well.
Maddox again knocked it down along the near boards. Puck comes loose, and it is picked up by Medlin. He will hit the red line, dumps it in. It was on goal, and Moore will just cover up with Medlin right there.
They're going to get a shot. They're going to get a shot, Joe.
That's now 10. 17 totals, 10-7.
It's a barber.
But we're all knotted up at 1 as far as the ones that have gone into the net.
Let's see who won that Omaha Waterloo game.
Okay.
Last time I looked, it was pending score. In the varsity division, Omaha 6, Waterloo 2.
Well, looks like the Lancers are going to have a good team again this year.
Oh, they're going to have a real good team this year. Our division is going to be brutal. Oh, my God. They got 4 goals in the third period. They win it. It was 2-2 going in the third.
Ibis plays it in front. Shot, and that goes wide off the stick of Zimlich. Now sharp angle comes in front.
Try to go back the door to Ibis.
Yeah, and Loba, I think I actually hit Loba's skate. Ibis, he plays it toward the net. Not sure, I think I might have hit the side of the net. Then a shot from the point by Ignachev goes wide. Kirby kept it in. He'll walk in front. Kirby now down low. Got it to Loba. It went off his skate, but Kirby keeps it. And he tried to play it back to Zimlich. That hit traffic. And now here's Zimlich with it on the right wing side, or sorry, left wing side. Carney with the puck for the Mohawks. Played it to the left wing. Ignachev. That hit the referee. As he was trying for Ibis.
Yeah.
Kirby, back of the net. He'll just pull up.
But I don't like that. I don't like
He
going
walked
there
right
with
in
it.
front of his own net. But
got away with it.
Yeah, good job by Zimlich to knock it out.
Zimlich is such, his hockey awareness is so good.
Kirby with the puck in his own zone. Sends it across. Zimlich got it out ahead. Ibis.
2 in the zone.
But Mohawks able to clear it out. Now the Jets will dump it in. It was on goal. Steered aside, and Kansas City gets a line change. Bieber will dump it in. Actually, I don't think he did touch it because they just called it icing.
Yeah.
3:28 to go, second period.
10-8 shots, Joe. We're still down by 2. It was 4-2 at the end of 1, so it's even in this period.
That's right, the whole period. But there's been a lot more of them.
6-6 in this period, whole 12.
Yeah, we each have as many shots individually as they had combined in the first period.
That's right.
Face off to the right of Barr.
Oh!
That one hit the, I think, outside.
That was
of the
outside
post.
Barr, yeah. It was always got him in front.
And trying to center
He
one.
did, he got him. Dorley got it, yeah.
Wow.
36 from 2. All right, here we go.
So
I got to watch that. I think that might have been. That looked. It could have been off his skate. That wasn't a kicking motion, but let's see. He's right there.
No, it hit his
I
stick.
got his stick. Yep.
Good job by Dorley.
Good pass by Whitrock.
Yeah, to redirect that. So Dorley gets the second goal, the first lead for the Jets.
Right.
In the
Season. Yep. Whoops.
3 minutes left to go in the second period. So it looks like they also gave
Goody got an assist
Goodwin
too.
an assist to go along with it. So we're under 3 minutes left to go in this second period. Rung around near side by the Mohawks, still in their own zone. Puck still in the corner. They try and work it out. Puck comes right to the top of the crease. And Barr will just cover up with 2.5 minutes left to go in the second period. Face off to the right of Jacob Barr. Kaufman line out there to take it. And Ken Terrace got the draw. Kaufman trying to knock it down along the near side boards. Pryor will send it ahead. Kaufman had a man in front, wasn't really looking, hadn't gained possession of the puck yet. Briscoe stepped up, but couldn't keep it in, and now here's Makowitz.
No, don't go backwards with it, Mac.
Yeah, he actually could have cleared it out of the zone.
I would have liked to see him do that. Yeah, go up the board.
But now he gets it on right wing, trying to work in. Makowitz plays it back to the net. Kaufman after for it. He's tied up, taken
no penalty.
down.
Wow. I thought he was held. No penalties this period.
Yeah, we've only had a couple penalties in the entire game.
Yeah, I thought he was held there a little bit, but oh well. It's a no call.
So we are down to 100 seconds left to go. Pryor got it to Kaufman. He's been ridden toward the boards. Now he comes away with it. Backhand shot, didn't get anything on it. And
those are the ones. Those are the ones sometimes go in. You know what I mean? They kind of like.
Well, it was a bit of a change-up.
Right. Yeah.
Because
and the goalie gets faked out on those sometimes.
Happens all the time. There was a little period, time period that I was starting to think that was actually the most common way that goals were scored in the NHL.
Oh, yeah.
Because the goalies were just so good for so long that, the thing is that they are, but the offensive talent by some of these players, they are just sick in terms of the small areas they can manage to put a puck sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh
man, it's amazing where those guys can put a puck.
Yeah, it's still the case that a lot of goals are off of things that you wouldn't predict, either odd bounces or whatever. But there was a time period there for a while where it seemed like most of the goals that were scored were off of change-ups or things that were just...
It's too loose, little ball.
All right, minute 10 left to go. Albertson, he does what I wanted Makowitz to do earlier.
Right.
And now here's Zimlich trying to work in on left wing and on goal. Little toe drag move, but he lost it as Lloyd...
Lost an edge.
Yep, blew a tire, and Lloyd was over there as well. 4 players. Down to 50 seconds to go. Puck comes loose, and it's taken by Ibis. He had it taken away from him. Now Harrison picks it up in his own, or in the neutral zone. Maddox couldn't get it. Bothwell played it behind the net. Zimlich in the corner. And the puck comes loose in front, but
didn't like that.
Johnny on the spot. Maddox was right there, and now for a second time he'll get it out of harm's way.
Shocker.
20 seconds left to go.
He's going to go to low ball on the side.
Brent in middle. He's got low ball, but he couldn't handle the pass. He just sort of fumbled it and never did get a shot on goal. Now Pierce, he had it knocked
10
away.
Seconds. All right, we should be able to kill the period here. They're not going to call icing.
Yeah, I think they wanted the period to be over.
And they're not going to call icing there either.
0.6 seconds.
It was earlier. Now watch the first period. They blew the whistle and it was 0.8, and the clock guy kept it running.
Yeah.
Now it's going in their zone with 0.6. He didn't. He stopped it.
Yeah, I still don't think they have I don't think it's possible to score
But
a
I'm just
goal.
saying. I'm just saying. 2 different situations.
Yeah.
He let it run, and this time he didn't.
Yeah, I stopped making comments like that after Staley's clock allowed Lee Summit West to get 2 plays off in 3.9 seconds in a football game.
Yeah, it helped Lee Summit West.
I know. That's what I'm saying. So that was the opposite.
Right.
So we go to the locker room for the second period intermission. The Jets, with a pair of goals in the second period, they take the lead. 2-1 our score.
Isaac should have had an assist on the first goal. I thought he should have got one, but there's nothing I can do about it.
Yep. It is what it is. And the good news is I don't think this year you probably have to worry too much about whether or not,
Well, you want to give them they can, but I just don't. With not having Ron Baker there, not having a consistent person in the penalty box,
I just meant
it just
that
makes it tough.
In the past, it was all, you were concerned because somebody might end up getting
right. Top scorer,
yeah. And it's not looking like that's going to be the case this year.
Not right now, at least.
So we'll see. 2-1 our score. Second period intermission. We'll take a break. Come back with the highlights after this on Kansas City Jets hockey.
Mom, are you going to let her get away with that?
It's just a shopping cart.
So it's your shopping cart. What's wrong with you? Are you a chicken?
But
Mom, you're such a wimp.
what?
What's wrong with you? Stand up for yourself. Go over there and give her a good smack. Oh. Fight, 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 fight. She's a goon. Give her a taste of her own medicine.
Got a gun?
With those words, David Allen Crockett, a retired police officer who simply wanted to be left alone, finds his seclusion shattered by his friend therapist Ruby Lacoste. At Ruby's request, Crockett agrees to teach one of her clients, Rachel Moore, how to defend herself with a handgun. During the course of those lessons, Crockett and Rachel begin an intimate relationship. When Rachel is found dead from an apparent suicide, Crockett is devastated and tries to slink back into a self-imposed seclusion. But things get complicated when Crockett is contacted by Rachel's aunt, who believes the suicide was staged and claims she has the name of the murderer. Together, Crockett and Ruby begin an investigation that leads them into a world of treachery, deceit, and death. Fear of the Father, Call Me Crockett, the first book in the Crockett series by David R. Lewis. Available as an e-audiobook at Amazon and Audible.com.
Hi. Hey. This kid's potato sack doesn't look regulation to me.
Excuse me?
Well, it's got a wider base. I mean, that's totally unfair to my kid, right? I want to launch a protest. Well, look, it's 2 inches higher. Look at those hand grips. It's not regulation.
Regulation?
Look, you know what else? I want a urine sample from this kid. He looks a little beefy for a 5-year-old. You're going down, buddy.
Welcome back live here at the Mason City Arena. Joel Becker, Gary Scabona, Kansas City Jets hockey, Jets and Mason City Mohawks. Kansas City on top 2-1 after giving up the only goal in the first period. The Jets score twice to take the lead. We'll take a look at both of them and see if we can't figure out who got assists in them, because even this year, Gary Scabona is obsessed.
Iggy right there. I didn't see where it came from.
So we can pull it back a little further. Let's see.
Yeah, Kirby to Iggy.
So right there.
Yeah, Kirby to Iggy. Yeah, first
And then
goal.
he plays it up ahead
Right.
for Kaufman, and then he takes the shot. The old wicked wrister is a low shot and just got underneath the glove. And about halfway through the period, the Jets tied it up. 1-1 was the score at that point. And then with about 4 minutes later, 3 minutes left to go in the period, the Jets would get the go-ahead goal on the pass in front, and Dorley tipped it in. So you'll see it again. And for this one, yeah, that was Goodwin. That was Goodwin in the corner there,
yeah,
who plays it down low, and he got it to Whitrock, and then Whitrock makes a nice pass here right across the crease. And as you can see, Dorley, who was being hampered by Medlin was on his back, but he managed to get enough weight on the stick to redirect that puck in behind Jacob Barr, and so that's how we got to where we are, 2-1.
And 40. Kaufman had that goal, 42.
Yeah.
42 from 33 and 29.
Yes.
Okay.
And then the second one was 36 from 2 and 6.
Yeah, they got that one right.
Which they got correct. So we're here in the second period intermission.
I'm asking them to add it. It's the best I can do.
Okay. In honor of Halloween coming up, this bit is called Jack Stuckey, and it's our little Heartland memory. No, well, I mean, we have the new Jeremy Franklin ad. I'm still waiting for the ones that you said, yeah, there were a few of them that we were said. So anyway, all right, so here's our story from David. It's called Jack Stuckey. It's not exactly Halloween themed, but it is a little scary. So it'll be our Heartland memory from David Lewis here in this second intermission. Third period on the other side. Jets on top 2-1 here on Kansas City Jets hockey.
Hi, I'm David R. Lewis. Welcome to Theater of the Mind. We're going back to the late 1950s for this Heartland memory. It's called Jack Stuckey, Screams, Shovels, and Bicycle Chains. I'd known about Jack Stuckey all my life, but I'd never seen him. Jack was a hermit, and that fascinated us kids. He lived in the woods, 40 acres thick with trees, vines, and creepers on an oiled road a few miles outside my hometown. He owned 640 acres, a square mile, the vast majority of which was in fallow, overgrown farmland, but Jack didn't farm. Nobody was really sure what Jack did, except just stay out there in his shack, sunk back in the deep shadows of that overgrown 40-acre piece, so dense and dark you couldn't even see his tiny house in the winter. As curious as we were, we kept out. We'd heard the screams. I was about 9 the first time I heard them, camping on the riverbank for a little night catfishing with a buddy about half a mile from Jack's place. We were fireside a couple of hours after dark when a desolate shriek came wafting on the wind, a long drawn-out howl that made the hair on my arms stand up. It was no bobcat, and it scared the hell out of us. We huddled, big-eyed by the fire, throwing on more wood and turning up the lantern. The aftermath of the scream thickened the darkness, making it close in around us. The blackness towered overhead, pressing on us with its massive weight, pushing us lower into the earth. We were bone cold from that scream, frightened to the core. Several times through the long night, it came again, a soulless wail shattering the stillness, devastating in its despair. I never greeted a more welcome dawn. Later that morning, I asked my grandfather about the screams. According to him, Jack had a sister. She was a real educated woman, boy. Taught school out in one of them big colleges in New York or someplace like that. Back afore the war, she lost her mind. And old Jack went out there and brung her home. She lives in that shack with him. I ain't never seen her. He keeps her inside. Used to be she yelled and hollered quite a bit, but not so much anymore, except after dark. A year or two later, I was riding my bike past Jack's place when it threw the chain and I crashed into the ditch. I was sitting in the dirt contemplating my crippled bicycle when a voice cut into my thoughts. It won't roll like that. I jumped to my feet and whirled around. There, standing behind me on the other side of the fence, was Jack Stuckey. He was tall and stick-thin in filthy bib overalls and a tattered shirt, leaning on a shovel. Bloodshot eyes regarded me from under the brim of an old slouch hat. Whose kin be ye? Frank White's my grandpa, I stammered. I ain't seen old Hanky for a spell. Tell him he can hunt that south field this yar if and he wants to. Lots of birds. He set some pliers on a fence post. You're gonna need these yar if and you're gonna get that thing to roll. Put 'em back on the post when you're done. I gotta get back to my digging. I related the incident to my grandfather, who was surprised Jack was going to let us hunt his land. Well, he ain't let nobody hunt that place since his sister come on home. Come pheasant season, boy, we're gonna have a time. That land ain't been hunted in 20 years. We can leave the guns at home and take the minnow net. It was nearly the truth. That field was so birdy that fall that our dog just didn't know what to do. Within 30 minutes, we each had our limit of surprised pheasants who'd suddenly lost a lifetime of security. We were in an overgrown pasture behind Jack's shack, walking back to the road when the dog ambled over to the fence and wouldn't come when we called him. We went over to where he stood, tail wagging his head through the woven wire. There, on the other side of the fence, was a low mound of dirt with a crude wooden cross at one end. Cut into the crossbar was one word: sister. The screams had finally stopped. I don't know whatever became of Jack Stuckey. He was still living out in those woods when I left the community. But I wonder sometimes, after all those years he cared for that poor, troubled soul who was once his sister, if the screams ever stopped for him. At least, that's how it seems to me. I'm David R. Lewis. Thanks for spending some time at Theater of the Mind.
Going back out to Mason City Arena, Joel Becker, Gary Scavone, Kansas City Jets hockey. We are in the second period intermission, the Jets and the Mason City Mohawks. We still got a little bit of time before the kids hit back on the ice. But while we do have a minute, maybe, Gary, you could go over for the folks once again our fundraiser that's coming up.
Yeah. So on November
Thanksgiving.
25th, the Saturday after Thanksgiving, when we play Lincoln, we're going to do a teddy bear toss. Let me see if I can find the notes on that for the sponsors and everything. So it's going to happen hopefully in the first period of the varsity game during our first goal. If we don't score, then it'll happen in the right after the period.
In the mid-intermission,
So we're asking people to come support the charities we're doing as Children Mercy and JVS. We have some sponsors already. Mayor Wench Brown, Edward Jones, Wells Fargo, Financial Advisor, ELO Hockey, Detail Auto and Windows Testing, Level Up Test Prep, LEC, Flywheel Fitness, and Avon Health Sports Park at Blue Hawk. So if you want to be a sponsor, let me know, or let the Lowballs know. Landon Lowball's running this. And, it's going to be a great event to support Children Mercy and JVS, like I said before. So bring a teddy bear, or if you don't have one, we'll sell you one at the gate.
There you go.
Yeah. November 25th.
We'll sell you one, and then you're going to lose it because you're going to throw it
donate it. You're going to donate. Yeah, 5:30 is when the varsity plays that day. So it's going to be a great event.
So,
and, first time we've ever done it, so we're going to see. And I think it's a Pee-wee team is going to be Wiles and Jordan Krause team's kids are going to be in their jerseys at least and the skates, and they're going to pick up all the teddy bears. We like to get maybe 1,000 or so out there. Who knows?
Okay.
KCI will be packed. So I don't know if you noticed, Joe, but the Jets got team gloves this year. Came in this week. They got the Jets logo on them, and it's kind of hard to see it, but we all have the same colors. No black gloves, orange gloves, green gloves, red gloves. They're all the same colors out there. So
looks like a real team.
We're styling. We're styling this year.
Now you need to get all the helmets the same.
What do you mean? They are.
They're
all white. Not the same brand.
Right.
Yeah. So Zach Curry organized the glove thing for us. So it's really good. Really good. So we'll see. Maybe we're also talking about we're going to check into USA Hockey on the rules. It's not in the league. We might look for a sponsor. We might take the Jet sticker off and go to the NHL look and put a sponsor sticker on our helmets.
Really?
Yeah, if we can find one that's
little NIL.
Try it. Give it a shot. It's a guessing game because it's a guessing game if we can make it happen. Now we got to the league said they have no problem with it. You could put a patch on the jerseys too.
Chico's bail bonds.
Yeah, right. So, but we're
Remember
looking
that from Bad News Bears.
Yeah, but we're possibly looking for maybe getting a sponsor to put find the helmet stickers for us this year. So,
very nice.
Anything we can do because next year there's a rumor next year, Joe. We depending on where the location is.
Yeah.
We may try to go to nationals.
Really?
Yeah, we were going to try to go this year, but it happened too late to organize it. So there's a possibility we might go next year.
It's been a while since we've done that.
It's been a long while, so we're going to need the sponsorships to make that happen.
We will see. All right, 2-1 our score. Kansas City on top of Mason City, just underway here in the third period. Jets actually evened up the shots 10-10.
Yeah.
After 2 periods of play. And early on in this, the Zimlich line out there, but a pass and now a breakaway opportunity trying to work in on the backhand. A shot, and they score. So much for the lead. For the Kansas City Jets, less than a minute, actually not even 30 seconds.
Yeah. Well, we lost the puck in the zone.
So let's go back all the way to where we lose the puck here. Because there we had the puck.
Zimlich tried to go across to...
and then the lead pass.
He tried to go across to Maddox, and it got blocked.
Yeah, but that's why you don't do that when you're right near the blue line. They always talk about the places you don't want to get rid of the puck or turn it over, and that's always right near the blue lines.
Right.
And so
it
that
bounced
happened
right
there.
to them. Yeah.
And then the lead pass. And then you can see here, I thought that, because of the fact that you did have Zimlich coming back, cutting him off from being able to make a move, I thought that Cameron would have had an easier time. But as you can see, he's not really square up to the post.
Right.
And that he just allowed some room on that short side.
Right.
And that's what happened as we get an icing call here. So Mason City ties it back up. They had the lead 1-0, and the Jets came back with a pair of goals. Now they have surrendered one, and it is 2-2 early on, less than a minute into this third period of play. So the Jets going to have to score another one if they want to win this game. We got the Goodwin line out. They have one of the two goals, this line, with Whitrock and Dorley, who has the goal. And Whitrock sends it down low. Whitrock, as you can tell, obviously playing the wing this year after playing center when he was playing on JV last year.
Yeah, at least for today with this, when he's with this line.
Yeah, and of course with Deaver, being suspended,
right. He's just taking Deaver's spot right now. He'll play some varsity during the year, of course, all the way through. There's going to be a little rotation on that third line from the JV guys.
So another face-off to the left this time of Jacob Barr. Off the draw. Whitrock couldn't get possession of it, and it's lifted over Makowitz, which is hard to do, and out to center ice. Briscoe turns in his own zone, but lost the puck. Now Lang sent it down low, and Makowitz rings it up near side boards. Dorley over there, can't get it, but now it's carried on by Goodwin. He'll gain the red line, try to play it off the boards to himself. That was broken up. Lang with it. He'll send it on right wing, and it is dumped in by Carney. Went on goal. Steered aside by Moore. And now here's Makowitz again. He dumps it in. Wide of the goal, goes off the end boards, off the back of the net. 2 minutes into this third period. We're all tied at 2, and Hacker was not able to keep that puck in, a delayed offsides, and now they whistle it dead. 14:57 to go regulation time. Jets and Mohawks. Opening game for this varsity squad of this 2023-24 season. Here's Hacker with the puck. His shot went off a skate and well wide. Off of Hubbard's skate. Mohawks try and get it out. They can't, at least on the first attempt. And now Bieber sends it across, and the pass knocked down by Kirby. He goes for a skate in his own end. Around, and now it's played up. Hacker couldn't get a stick on it. Now he'll pick up the puck on right wing. Works in. Cameron tried to go into the corner with it. He's double teamed, played it off the side of the goal. And Barr knocked it down, and then the Mohawks will send it down the ice. Went off of Ignatiev, so there's no icing here. Moore lost it as he tried to leave it for Ignatiev in a wraparound attempt, and he was ready for that. Kirby trying to work in on goal. Makes a move, comes in front, puck is still loose, and Kaufman scores!
Another one!
So Dane Kaufman, who had the first goal of the season for the Jets on either side in the JV game, was able to get one here. Actually, you know what, let's go back again. Whoops, sorry about that. Let's go back a little bit further on this to see that the original play, because originally right there, Moore tried to leave it for Ignatiev, but Ignatiev lost it, and there was a wraparound attempt, and he had to be very careful, but then the Jets come back the other way, and Kirby makes a nice little move, worked in on goal, eventually centered it. Hacker tried to play it in front, and eventually it comes to Kaufman, and he was able to put it in. And the Jets retake the lead 3-2.
I heard Kirby's name that time, which he should have gotten.
Yeah, I was going to say that one's pretty well a no-brainer.
Yeah.
As he started the entire play.
Got a penalty on them. Yep.
So delayed call. Zimlich in the corner. Tried to center it, and they do touch up, and we'll get a whistle, and the Jets will get their second power play of the season.
Yeah. And of the game?
And the
season. We'll see.
It's only the third penalty in the game.
I know. We're 0 for 1. Let's hope this doesn't start a little binge of penalties.
3:51 into this third period.
0-1, he's going with the same setup he did, in the first one.
Bothwell got the call, so he's in the box. Loba in the middle here with Makowitz and Maddox. Ignatjev kept it in at the point. Loba down
that's
low.
actually Cam.
Or Zimlich, yeah, you're right. And it sent the length of the ice. So Zimlich and Albertson are playing the points.
Albertson just fell down.
Yeah.
Take it up, Zim. Take it all the way. That's it. Take it all the way. Make him come pick you up.
So
That's it. That's it.
Able
That's
to work
it, Zim.
in, trying to walk in front with it, had it poked away. So about 2 or 3 too many moves there.
Yeah. Needed the little.
Once he gained the zone, they needed
little quick wrister.
Yeah, they needed to establish possession at that point. Bad breakout pass, and so the Jets will have to try and set up again.
Right behind you, Zim. Right behind you.
And once again, there's been a couple of times where the Mohawks have come in. That was Dylan Bieber, who tried to disrupt that play. Minute left to go in the Jets' power play.
Go, Zim.
And Zimlich right up the middle.
Use your speed. That's it. That's it. That's it.
Works into the zone. He left it. Makowitz, a little snapshot goes well wide. Albertson plays it into the corner. Now Loba back of the net. Maddox trying to come in and take it away, but couldn't. But it comes back out. Albertson across for Zimlich. A long shot that hit traffic in front. Makowitz was there. A shot.
Yeah, Loba got it. 34-12-13 should be it.
First power play goal of the season for the Jets, as they're now 1 for 2 on the power play. And you'll see the puck back on the net. Eventually it comes out, and it comes all the way to point. Albertson sent it across for Zimlich. Zimlich had a little trouble with it, caught it, and then hit Makowitz with his initial shot.
No, 34-16-13.
So Makowitz had it there. He gets the shot, and then eventually Loba, as you said, was able to put it in.
Should be
for the power play goal.
Should be 34-16-13, right? I don't think Maddox touched it. Let's see what they show.
So 4-2 with 11:20 left to go here in regulation time. As we get an offside call.
Assisted by number 16, Joshua Makowitz. Also assisted by number 12.
They did give
Maddox must have touched it.
Yeah.
Okay. Couldn't tell. They were down there low.
So 4-2, the largest lead for any team in the game. This is an offside delayed call. And Dorley able to send it rink wide to Whitrock. He'll work in on left wing. He takes a hit along the boards, but Goodwin goes over into the corner. Now Whitrock tried to send it down low. He was knocked down. They reverse it, which actually was a bad play. Then Whitrock gets knocked down again. Puck kept in by Ignatjev, and they center it. That was Whitrock trying to look it in front, but didn't really pass it to anybody in particular. And it eventually comes out to center after Ignatjev fanned. Now here's Kirby. Back in the middle, Ignatjev. He lost it, but it went right to Whitrock, and then he handcuffed Kirby. He was able to recover and get the puck, and then Dorley got it out to center ice.
We're just flipping pucks now.
Once again, Goodwin got knocked down, and then this one is going to be an icing call.
So that could have been a push, but they didn't call it.
Yeah, he was bumped, but
yeah,
nothing special. 10-11 left to go here in the third period. They might want to see where the puck is. You're showing
the pizza. He's showing the goal.
Our
cameraman
cameraman's
he was hungry.
Yes.
Our cameraman's hungry. He's filming the goalie standing there.
the other goalie, not where the puck was.
Right.
Anyway, here's Kaufman. Then it's Hacker, a shot.
Oh,
Rebound, they score.
Who got that? Kaufman again? No, that was Krugel. Third line's got 3 goals.
I'll tell you what.
That was Krugel.
The referee was a little hesitant calling that goal, and it was very close to the net getting knocked off before it actually scored. But He's called it, so it doesn't matter what we're going to see on this replay, but I'm kind of curious. So there's Kaufman originally. He lost it, but then Hacker followed up. Eventually took the shot, and then, it did come from the
Krugel.
From Krugel. But take a look. Watch the net, though.
I don't think
so.
It's hard to tell, but I don't think it.
So I don't think so. But so there it goes. And it was the goalie himself who came across and actually touched the net, I believe. But it doesn't matter. So, like I said, either way, it would have been a goal because there's no replay in high school.
I don't know who they gave the assist to. Should have been Kaufman, but I think they might have gave it to Makowitz. I thought they said. I don't know. It's just without live scoring, you can't tell.
Nope. And amazingly, I'm perfectly okay with that.
Yeah, I am kind of too. Now I should say it, Joe.
We're down to
don't worry about it this year.
9:10 left to go in regulation time. 5-2 in favor of the Jets. Took them a while, but they
got it going here in this third period.
They're able to,
After getting the time, giving up the tying goal in the first 30 seconds, we come back and got 3 unanswered.
Yeah, so they gave up a goal in the.
We're actually out shooting them now.
They gave up a goal in the first, and the first period ended 1-0 for the Mohawks. But then the Jets came back with 2 in the second to lead it 2-1. Gave up the tying goal, as you mentioned, in the first 30 seconds of this period, but have come back with 3 more and lead it 5-2. Largest lead by any team in the game. Now trying to work in. Puck was knocked away. Back the other direction. Here come the Mohawks, and a long shot. Looked like it was going wide there by Bothwell, but it's gloved and steered aside by Moore. Comes out to center ice. Down to 8:05 to go. Jets from the corner comes to the sideboards, and Mohawks able to get it out to center ice. Trying to work ahead, and Hansen, that was on goal, gloved down by Moore, and he'll leave it there. And the Jets try to break out to center ice. That pass by Ibis sort of eluded everybody.
Yeah,
Lloyd.
That third line for us today has got 3 goals.
Yeah, how about that? Now they work in. Dangerous shot, score. Boy, defensive breakdown that time for the Jets.
Yeah, that was a nice shot. That was our number 1 D, too.
Yeah. We'll take a look here at this again. It's a nice little rink-wide pass, but it basically caught Maddox going one direction.
Maddox cheated up a little.
Yep. And then, like you said, a really nice shot, the old wicked wrister.
Yeah.
And he beat Moore. High glove side over the shoulder. And it's 5-3 with 7.5 minutes left to go.
Both teams decided to score in this period. 5 goals in this period.
Yeah. So hopefully the Jets haven't allowed the momentum to shift.
Right.
So Bieber with the goal. Goes all the way behind the opportunity there for the Jets as they make a change, and now we get a whistle.
The net's off? No, they're going to put somebody in the box.
Not sure.
They're going to put 2 guys in the box. They're going to put a Goodwin and they got coincidentals coming.
I guess
maybe
so.
Not.
He didn't have his arm up.
Goodwin got punched. He's knocking up. Mason City's going in for sure. 21. No Goodwin. Okay, just Mason City.
Well, they're having a little discussion again. This has happened a few times in this game. So Goodwin is being escorted off the ice.
Because his helmet came off? Because he took his helmet off? Is that a game misconduct?
Either that or, yeah.
What?
No. It's a rule that was put in place several years back.
But he was fixing his hair. You can't do that, yeah. Yeah. Well, that's going to suck. We'll have him tomorrow.
Well, and there's 5 minutes up on the clock. So it may be a major in a game misconduct that they're calling.
Well, it'll be a major, you think?
Well, that's what's on the clock.
No, we can't. Man, major, he's done. He'll be done for a while, maybe.
Well, major in game misconduct, he'll have the day off tomorrow.
Oh, no, it's not a match, right?
Yeah,
yeah, it's a major game.
But it could be a match. That's the thing, is that taking off your helmet can be a match penalty. So it depends on what that 5 minutes represents.
No, we can't look at point streaks, so we have no idea.
No, I mean, presumably the PA guy is going to tell us at some point.
Right. All right, well, this is huge now, Joe. We're 4-on-4 for 2 minutes, and then we're going to be down for 3.
Kellen Canteris was the guy who got the penalty for the Mohawks. The thing about the taking of the helmet off, it kind of depends on what the circumstances are. And since there was a penalty called on the Mohawks, they may say that he took his helmet off during an altercation, and that could be a match penalty.
Or the play was dead.
The original source of that penalty call, or what they originally did, in that, if you remember, there was a flirtation for a while with players in USA Hockey to, if they wanted to get into a fight, you're all wearing face masks and so on, so there's not much fighting. And so, I mean, in terms of, they would still sometimes fight, but you can only do so much when when both guys have face masks on. So players were taking their helmets off to get into fights. And that's why they wrote this rule in the first place, was so that if there was an altercation and you took your helmet off, they would call match penalties on both players. In most cases, it was both players that would take their helmets off.
Right.
To try and keep it from happening. But I don't think that was, I don't think Goodwin was taking his helmet off because he was getting ready to get into a fight.
His face mask looked like his face mask got grabbed, and he was just kind of just fixing it for his hair. You know what I mean?
And that's the thing. But at the same time, if that's what they decided to call, let's listen. What they called was 5 in a game for a face mask.
Right.
So it wasn't for him taking his helmet off. Apparently he must have grabbed Canteris' face mask.
Right.
Oh, shot right in front when he came right into the crease. And Moore had another one almost bank in off of him, but he covered up.
He must have got one for retaliation.
So Canteris also got a 2-minute penalty.
So he gets one game misconduct.
So it's a major in a game,
right,
for a face mask. So he'll miss the rest of this game and tomorrow,
right,
and then he'll be done. But fortunately for him, it's not nearly as bad of a penalty as what you would get if it was because he took his helmet off.
Right.
But again, like I said, the original intent of that rule was for people, when two guys are getting ready to fight and they both take their helmets off. It's funny because the rule was written that way, and then they had to amend it, because what actually was happening was, after they wrote the rule that said if you took your helmet off, you got a penalty. Here's Makowitz trying to work in. 4-on-4. Makowitz, a backhand shot, and he put it wide. So anyway, there was a time period in a while. This happened more in junior games than it did in ours, but it was a USA Hockey rule, not just for Midwest League or something like that. And what they were doing is the players were actually taking off each other's helmets so that they could do it. You remember that? It was like 5 years ago that this happened. And so they wrote the rules so that if you either took your own helmet off or if you took off an opponent's helmet, then you would get that match penalty. But it was designed for, a situation where there was going to be a fight and it was whatever. And that was clearly not what was going on here. But it very well could have been a face mask, and that is an automatic major in a game. That's the minimum penalty for a face mask is major in a game.
All right, now we're down. We're going to be man down for 3 minutes.
Yeah, that will happen in 2 seconds. So the Mohawks go on a power play. So Jets have a 2-goal lead, but they have now got a major penalty to
score
defend.
as many as they can.
Yeah. So And they do have a power play goal already in this game due to the Mohawks. That was how they got their first goal. Puck back in the net. Ignatiev trying to keep it up there. Now it comes loose, and the Jets clear it but not out. And then on the second effort, Briscoe was able to send it the length of the ice. So we're down to 2.5 minutes left to go in the major penalty to Goodwin. Canteris, who's now out of the box, had it knocked away from him, and here's Zimlich shorthanded. He'll work in a shot. Oh boy, he sent a rocket in on goal, but it was wide by about 6 inches. And now here are the Mohawks again with 2 minutes left to go in the power play. Again, it's a major power play, so it will continue regardless for 2 minutes. Jets take over, and Zimlich played it ahead. He was looking for Whitrock, but he put it just too far ahead of him, and so now the Jets are able to clear it the length of the ice. 4 minutes to go in regulation time. 5-3 our score, Jets on top. But they're killing a penalty for another 97 seconds. Working in his Bieber. He left it at the point. Pierce sent it down low. Now Ignatiev, who's been out for a while. And a shot right on, more the save, and he's able to cover it up in the crease. And then he gets up and gives a little shove to the Mohawk player who was in his crease. And he took exception to that. That was Canteris. And we'll get a face-off. Minute 22 left to go in the major power play. Shots 17-16 in favor of the Jets now. They lead it 5-3. 3:34 left to go, and now a timeout's going to be called, I believe, by the Mohawks. Probably to rest their power play unit. Give them an opportunity.
Diamondbacks must have scored 9 runs. They scored 7 of them with 2 outs.
Wow. So you were asking me about new spots. One thing I did do is
9-1. Woo.
Is add Rado to the Keller Bortnick
Oh, good.
spot.
Good. Thank you.
I said I kept the spot the way it was.
Right.
And then I said something like if it's about the Keller Bortnick team,
right.
if it's good enough for Rado, then it's good enough for you.
Yeah.
Or something
exactly,
like that.
Yeah.
So
cool.
And at some point, we need to make a spot of his own.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's talked to me about that, and I'll
right.
obviously be happy to do it.
Yeah.
But haven't actually gotten around to it yet.
Kids are going to have to hustle up to get back to the hotel by 11 o'clock to get the pizza.
So pizza's getting there whether they're there or not, huh?
Well, yeah, but we need to get the bus driver back by 11 because we're in that. She's got to be down
window.
for so long.
Yeah. Otherwise we won't be able to make it here for the game tomorrow.
Well, we'll just have to leave a little bit later, and the JV won't have as much time to warm up.
Yeah. Can you or Rado or Gary drive the bus if need be?
Not me. I'm not counting on them either.
Remember that from I think it was a League of Their Own where the bus driver just quit right in the middle of a trip.
Yeah.
So Hanks had to drive the bus.
Yeah.
I don't think that'll happen in our case. Puck sent the length of the ice. Off the face-off. So down to a minute 13.
I'm surprised he didn't pull the goalie.
Yeah.
Go 6-on-4.
That would be one possibility, although, again, you don't want to give up goals.
Yeah, but you're down by 2. It isn't like you're down by 1.
So a minute left to go in the major power play. That's the thing, is you would get to keep the power play either way. Straight away a shot, and that was a block by Zimlich, who did a good job of going down on Hubbard. Now in the corner, comes out half boards, back out to the point, Hubbard, another wrist shot, and he scores. I don't think Cameron saw that on the way in. We'll see what it looks like on the replay, but based on his lack of movement, let's take a look. The original shot there was wide, and then eventually Hubbard is going to get it back at the point. Zimlich, I think, took one off of his hand. Yeah, he looks like he was smarting, and then there's this wrist shot, and Maddox is in front and another player, and he does move, but he's late more on the – because it wasn't like it was really a rocket of a shot.
Zimlich might be hurt. Oh, great. That's awesome.
Well, he definitely took one off the hand. It definitely hurt him. So 5-4. Power play for another 37 seconds.
Where were we up 5-2 at one point?
At one time, yes.
Still got to kill this penalty for 33 seconds.
Yeah. And then there's also still another 2.5 minutes left to go in the game.
Yeah, and they'll be pulling the goalie here.
Well, eventually.
Remember that happened? What was it? Was it up here? We had a big lead, and they kept coming. Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
And they got it down to a 1-goal game, and we were like, "What the hell?"
So, 5 seconds left to go in the power play. It's mostly killed at this point, but we still have another 2:11 left to go in regulation time. Maddox plays it off the boards, kept in, played right through the middle. Tell you what. Carney was over in that general area. Couldn't get a stick on it. It was about waist high, though. Under 2 minutes to go. Team's back to 5 aside. Goaltender still in for the moment for the Mohawks. And the Jets too able to get it out to Cameron Hacker with the puck. He'll work in on right wing. Hacker, he tried to put it in front. Lloyd was bothering him, and he fanned as he tried to center it. 95 seconds left to go. Comes out to center ice. Maddox will go for a skate.
You think Maddox is coming off the ice?
No. Here's Albertson with it. He plays it up ahead. Hubbard will knock it down. Sends it all the way through. Nobody in particular there. Now the goaltender heads out. So the net is empty to our right. Hubbard had a hard time with that. Now it comes loose, and Hacker a long shot, and he put it wide.
But he was he was up front, so that's good.
Yeah. Last minute of play here in the third period now. Puck along the sideboards, they get it out, but Albertson there. He's again past the red line, dumps it in. He wasn't trying to score, just dumped it in. Jets doing a good job at least of keeping the Mohawks from setting up in their zone. They finally get the red line. Hansen does and dump it in. Albertson across. Maddox couldn't stop it. And it's kept in. Long shot that was blocked to the defense. Puck is loose. And a shot and they score. Pierce, I believe.
Are you fucking kidding me? Excuse my French. Are you fucking kidding me? 5-2 with 7 minutes to go in the game and we're tied.
Yep. So we'll take a look as they just dump it in eventually, because the Jets had done a good job of keeping it out, but Albertson and their Maddox didn't have a chance to get the puck, and it was kept in. That was the key. And then it comes down low, and then Pierce scores with 27.9 seconds left to go to tie things up at 5 apiece. So it's looking like possibly overtime now.
Now we're really screwed about the whole bus.
Huh. Well, game not over yet. Goes into the corner. Briscoe over there. He'll play it to the near side, down to 13 seconds. And a shot. Hubbard goes wide off the end boards, one off the back of the net. It's actually on top of the net. This should come out to center ice for this face-off with 6.8.
Are you kidding me? Oh. Empty net. We can't even get a shot on goal.
Guy was there.
You were there watching?
Yeah. 6.8 seconds. They do move the faceoff out to center ice. Lobaugh wins the draw. Comes back, and we're looking like overtime.
Well,
long shot.
We're going to get a point, but if we don't win this game, it's going to be a point we shouldn't have lost.
Yeah. So we're going to go to overtime. So how about the first game of the season in varsity going to overtime?
Larry Moore said it was offside by 5 feet. I don't know. They're tying goal.
Well, let's take a look. We got some time here.
Yeah.
And we did actually. I was looking at that. I mean, all right. So let's see. No, it wasn't. Not by 5 feet. Not at all. Yeah, but look.
There's the other foot's right there.
Yeah, his foot's right there. You can see he's straddling the line. It's not even close.
Yeah, he's not offside.
No, they were plenty onside.
Yeah, we got it right here. This is Albertson made it too hard of a pass.
Right, and so Albertson played it across.
Maddox couldn't get it.
Maddox couldn't stop it right there, because if he does, that probably
ends the game.
Yeah, well, or at least keeps it from being a keep-in, and then they get that goal. So we're in the delay before overtime. They'll play a 5-minute 4-on-4 overtime and then go to shootout if nobody scores. Little bonus coverage for you today on this first game. I guess since we have a little time, we can go back and see some of the third period stuff. Let's see. I'm just checking. Yeah, here we go. Is this second period or third? I'm trying to see.
Fourth period now.
Yeah, it's third period.
Well, Cam's okay.
So here's some of the highlights from the third period for the Jets. After giving up the early goal, they took the lead back right there. Would get 3 unanswered, as it would turn out. Albertson across.
No, they come back and get 3 unanswered.
Yep. So that was Lobaugh's goal.
All right, let's see what we got here, Joel.
Yeah, we're still waiting for.
Well, we're going to get a point,
That's
but we shouldn't have lost. If we lose this game, it's a game we shouldn't have lost. Was it 7 minutes ago? We were up 5-2. When was that goal? Can you?
Let's
probably
see.
Can't see the clock.
It was. I don't know. I can't tell.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are underway in overtime, and a quick shot. That went wide by the Mohawks as they take the ice. Now here's Makowitz. He had it poked away, but Briscoe, left wing pass, Zimlich. Good to see he's back out on the ice after taking that one off the hand, so he's okay. But now back the other way. 4-on-4 hockey here in the overtime. Briscoe blew a tire, and then a good defensive play by Makowitz to extend himself and make sure that they couldn't get a shot on goal or make the pass across. Lobaugh couldn't get the puck in. That was tipped ahead. Now Bieber, that was close to being offsides. The long shot was steered aside by Moore. Now Briscoe left it for Lobaugh. And now Zimlich, as the Jets try and set things up. Briscoe's been having a tough time in overtime. Now he takes it away, and he'll work ahead with it. Briscoe, the former forward from last year, tried to work ahead. Takes his man into the boards. That was close to being from behind. Now here's Ibis with a steal. He'll try and work in. Ibis, a shot that was blocked at the defense by Hubbard. Now working ahead with it. The Mohawks are late on a shift, so they just dump it in. Kirby now to Dorley, who fell down. I think he might have tripped over the referee. In the meantime, he'll dump it in cross corner. Ibis after for it. He was beaten to the puck. And they play it off the sideboards. Devin Dorley will pick it up there. Now to Ibis again. That was too far ahead of him. Dorley took a hit. Stops it along the boards. He really should have gone back to the point with that, but for some reason tried to send it down low. It goes off a stick and out of play. And it looks like they're going to bring the face-off outside. I thought that it went off of something, but apparently Dorley just shot it right out.
Yeah, it looked that way.
So 3:09 to go in the overtime. Whitrock out there with Hacker. Albertson and Maddox on defense for the 4 for the Jets. Here's Hacker with it. He'll work in. A shot goes well wide. There have been a lot of players that have been falling down, I've noticed. It is late in the game and the ice may not be in great shape. Whitrock, a shot. That went off a stick and wide. Now he gets it back along the half boards. Lost it. Trying to work ahead with it. Mason City and Riley. He was checked. And Hacker, he'll pull up back behind his own net. 2.5 minutes left to go. Nice pass to Whitrock. Up ahead, he just gains the red line and dumps it in. It goes off the sideboards, back of the net. The puck is loose. It's taken there by Carney for the Mohawks. Maddox keeps it in. Just sends it down low. Riley over there for the Mohawks. Up ahead for Carney. Takes a hit from Albertson. The JV team is egging on the Jets right now.
Oh, go.
Here's Maddox trying to work in. Maddox in on goal, is shot right on, save bar, and the rebound was right there. Kaufman bouncing puck, couldn't get a shot. Now he does, a backhand shot and a save bar, and he will hang on. Minute 50 left to go in the overtime. How do you like our chances if this game goes to shootout?
I don't know.
Have they worked much on that, do you know?
I doubt it. I don't know.
Zimlich and Kaufman out there with Briscoe and Makowitz. Briscoe's shot goes wide. Makowitz right point kept it in. And then Kaufman comes over to lend a hand, but eventually the Mohawks able to get it out to center ice. Now here is Scott trying to work in. Cooper Scott, his shot blocked by Briscoe.
Nobody got the puck.
Well, he actually took down. Briscoe actually tripped his own teammate Makowitz, but luckily it did come out to center, and Zimlich over there. Now got it ahead for Makowitz into the zone. A long shot.
Oh.
And boy, that one actually got by Barr. Went off his pad, but well wide of the goal. Now here's Kaufman after for the loose puck. He had his stick held a bit. Zimlich comes away with it. Still 4-on-4.
He's got Makowitz in the slot.
Trying to walk in front. Got it into the crease area, but Makowitz was knocked down and now comes back the other way. And Briscoe, a nice play defensively to break that up. And there's some tired-looking players out there.
I think we're going to a potential shootout. What did they score?
We'll see.
They scored, 27 seconds ago?
Something like that. Boy, that one was played back on our own goal. And Makowitz plays it out. Now here's Dorley. Dorley trying to split the defense. Works right side and a shot. And that was into the legs of Hubbard. Half a minute left to go in the overtime. Comes out to center. Kirby knocks it down. Albertson with the puck. 25 seconds left to go. Now ahead for Lobaugh. He had it taken away, and that play was apparently onside. The Jets now ice it.
Shit. They were going to a shootout, Joe. Looks that way.
Well, I don't know. 14.5 seconds left to go, and there's a face-off in our end.
A lot of time.
Plenty of time. You know, that was a situation where I thought that play was offsides.
Yeah.
And then the Jets chose to ice it. So although they didn't blow it dead for offsides, but I don't know if they iced it because they were concerned about the possibility of an offensive chance. And I don't know what the I think that
Goodwin was near the bench.
Goodwin was coming back toward the bench.
Right.
And they wanted to make sure that he was not in the field of play.
Albie, what are you doing?
He just played it into the corner. 7 seconds left. I think he might have thought there was a lot less time than there was. 2 seconds left, and we will go to shootout. So 5 minutes of scoreless hockey in the overtime. And so each team
shootout
will have an opportunity for...
Well, we're going to see right now, Joel.
Yeah. Like I said, we haven't seen... obviously, this first game of the year, so we haven't seen either of these teams. But
we shouldn't be.
The question is
we shouldn't be in a shootout.
Well, obviously, the Jets. It'll be interesting to see who they choose to go out there, and of course, this is all going to be down to the two goaltenders as much as it is the two shooters. So the question is, can Moore keep up with Barr or not? So it looks like the Jets will go first, and Zimlich is going to get the first crack at it. I don't even remember how many shootouts we had last year.
Oh, last year? I think one or two.
Maybe.
Late in the season, too.
Zimlich working in on left wing, makes a move around, and he scores. Boy, great patience that time by Zimlich.
Now we got to make a save. Come on, Cam.
So this is a look at it as he just slowly went across and just worked all the way around the goaltender and was able to put it in.
Come on, Cam.
So we'll see whether or not. Backhand shot and they score.
That's easy.
Yeah.
That was easy.
Forehand, backhand.
That was easy. He's going with Whitrock here. I thought he'd go to Ibis.
So
go with Kaufman. He's been the scoring machine.
So Whitrock, right down the middle. Fumbled the puck, but still has it. And shot.
Oh, he missed it. He had him beat.
Yeah, I don't know. Barr got his stick out there, and I don't know if that's
You need to lift it a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know if that's what.
Surprised you went with that one and not Harrison.
Well, he's maybe saving Harrison. So
well, this
he
is
makes
big.
the move here
This
as
is
he
big.
goes forehand, backhand, forehand, and I think.
He's sticking.
Yeah,
he got a stick. He got a stick on it.
So we'll see whether or not Moore can come up with a save here. No. Snapshot. And so the next Jet must score as Canteris.
He's going Hacker. Wow.
So maybe he doesn't like Ibis on shootout situations. Hacker has to score or the game is over. And then even if he does score, Moore has to come up with a save.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens here.
Well, our last loss of last season was in a shootout in Omaha in the consolation game. So we're looking at a potential another one if we don't score here.
So Hacker approaches. He'll work down the left side slowly.
He's going to try the slow approach too, huh?
He'll walk to the middle, backhand shot.
Not even
that's
close.
it.
Not even close.
Good save by Barr. And the Jets end up blowing a 3-goal lead in the third period. And they drop their first game of the season to the Mohawks. Now they will pick up a point, as you mentioned before, because this is a shootout final. So 6-5 the final. Jets led this game at one time, 5-2. But to their credit, they ended up with a major power play, and that was part of the reason why they were able to come back. They did get a goal during that power play. And, of course, the Jets will also be without Aiden Goodwin for tomorrow after the major in the game misconduct for face mask.
And Deaver.
And Deaver, of course, is still out, too.
Right.
So 6-5 the final. JV wins. Varsity gets a point, but loses. So, again, these same two teams are at it tomorrow, 8:30 and 10:30. Hopefully the Jets can get a measure of revenge.
Hopefully.
On Sunday. Final here, 6-5. Kansas City Jets hockey. Loss in a shootout for Kansas City Jets.
Support the puck. Do I have to tell you this? And we're getting killed on the board. This is your territory, Grimson. Do your job. Grimson. Hello? Hi, honey. What? Now? All right. The itsy bitsy spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider climbed up the spout again.
I love you, Daddy.
I love you too, sweetheart. my girl. You know, my daughter.
Love. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.